Are you insane? What disease took hold of your minds to make any of you think this was even a remotely good idea? Asked Trelks, leader of the Gnowen pirates. I hold my crews under my command to high standards. Yet today, I find myself seething with anger as I confront the stupidity of my own subordinates who ventured into human-controlled space and attacked a human cargo vessel. His followers stood before him, trembling beneath his gaze as he unleashed his fury upon them. Do you comprehend the gravity of your actions? Trelks growled, scales bristling with frustration. You've squandered lives and resources with your reckless attack. After dismissing most of his inept underlings, Trelks tried to control his anger as he pondered his situation with Zwilp, his second in command. Despite my harsh words, a knot of unease tightens in my stomach. Jazelin 7, our sanctuary on the outskirts of human-controlled space, has always been our refuge. But now, the air seems charged with tension, as if foreboding of imminent danger. It will be a miracle if the dispatched scouts keeping watch over the lunar surface don't find sign of retaliation from the humans we've dared to provoke. Trelks dismissed Zwilp. A short while later, Zwilp returned frantically with a report. Trelks, sensors have picked up several vessels approaching. Human vessels, yelled Zwilp. What shall we do? What types of ships? Trelks asked. 2 human destroyers, accompanied by 4 high-speed interceptors. Zwilp nervously responded. Damn, Trelks thought to himself. Neither of his 3 cruisers would be able to outrun the interceptors for very long. Even if he tried to run now, they would catch up to him before any of his ships could reach a safe sector of space. The advantage of Jazelin 7 is also its greatest weakness. It is too removed from the main shipping lanes for any of the military security ships of any of the major intergalactic species to bother patrolling. To make matters worse is the fact his cruisers were no match for the human destroyers either. A space battle would be suicidal. How far away are they? Trelks asked as he moved to his weapons vault. They will arrive in 3 kiloseconds. What do we do? Answered Zwilp with genuine fear in his eyes. That is not much time. Escape is basically out of the question. That fool Sandrin got us all in this mess. If he would have survived his failed raid on the human cargo vessel, I would kill him myself now. Seal all entrances. Order half the mercenary morals to defend the cave entrances. The other half here as a last line of defense, ordered Trelks as he began to put on his combat armor. The cave echoed with the deafening roar of gunfire as the human space marines stormed into the hideout, met by a fierce resistance from the 24 towering Moral mercenary guards. The Morals, with their imposing 2-meter-tall frames and red-scaled amphibian skin, wielded laser pistols in each of their 4 arms, unleashing a volley of deadly fire upon the intruders. Despite their training and firepower, casualties mounted on both sides as the Marines and Morals clashed in a brutal struggle for dominance within the cramped confines of the cave. The air was thick with the acrid scent of smoke and the stench of blood as the battle raged on, each side fighting with unwavering determination. The Morals, known for their ferocity and loyalty to their employers, refused to yield, fighting tooth and claw to defend their territory. Yet, even as the casualties mounted, the Space Marines pressed forward, their disciplined tactics and superior firepower slowly gaining ground against the relentless onslaught of the Moral mercenaries. After a fierce and protracted battle, the last of the Moral mercenaries fell, their lifeless bodies littering the cave floor amidst the wreckage of the conflict. With the threat neutralized, the human Space Marines wasted no time in securing their Gnowen employers, their reptilian forms shackled and bound as they were led away from the scene of the carnage. Despite their defeat, the Gnowens remained defiant, their eyes burning with fierce determination even in the face of capture. As the Marines escorted their prisoners from the cave, the echoes of the battle slowly faded into silence, replaced by the solemn quiet of victory tinged with the weight of loss. Though the cost of victory had been steep, the capture of the Gnowen employers marked a significant triumph for the Space Marines, a testament to their unwavering resolve and steadfast commitment to upholding the law and order of the galaxy. 16 days later, Trelks sat in his prison cell on Glicken 5, his scaled skin tingling with anticipation as he awaited the arrival of the human prosecutor, Camille Moreau. When she finally entered the room, he wasted no time in getting to the point. "Miss Moreau," he began, his voice low and measured, "I have valuable information that could be of interest to you. If it will help assure leniency in your human judicial system, as I have heard your kind are known for making these types of deals if the information is valuable enough." Camille arched an eyebrow, her gaze steady as she regarded the reptilian alien before her. "Go on," she prompted, folding her arms across her chest. Trelks leaned forward, his eyes gleaming with intensity. "I have detailed information about a slave mine in Prozinuth-controlled space," he revealed. "There are still over 10,000 humans, among other races, enslaved there. I should know. I have been there a few times on business. I could provide the coordinates along with my contacts that could make travel in the Empire's domain less noticeable." Camille's expression remained impassive as she considered Trelks' offer. "That's quite the claim," she remarked, her tone guarded. "But if the information you provide is indeed valuable, I may be able to offer you a deal." Trelks leaned back, a glimmer of hope flickering in his eyes. "What kind of deal?" he inquired, his voice tinged with cautious optimism. Camille paused for a moment before responding. "I can offer you a reduced sentence," she began. 5 years of hard labor instead of a life sentence, if the information you provide leads to the liberation of those enslaved in the Prozinuth slave mine." Trelks nodded, his mind already racing with plans to fulfill his end of the bargain. "You have a deal," he declared, a sense of determination burning within him. Camille leaned closer with a stern look. "If this is a trick of any kind, or if the information you provide is falsified, I assure you, Mr. Trelks, that sentence will be raised to the maximum extent. You will spend the rest of your days going from a cell to the mines and back until your body gives out and falls lifeless to the ground. Are we clear, Mr. Trelks?" "Oh, we are very clear, Miss Moreau. I have no doubt you would want that very thing for me. But I intend to be free again. Regardless of what you may think of me, I am all about business, and I always deliver. Now shall we draw and sign the papers? I am sure your Marines will be most ecstatic, knowing they will have a chance to kill more Prozinuthians," Trelks replied with a sly grin.